Oi mate, let me tell you about this bloody legend. Every night you're there, controller in your hand, building up the crew, helping them understand. It ain't about the kills or the wins you rack, it's the way you bring us all together, got our backs. From Sydney to Perth, they all know your name. Westy on the mic, changing up the game. You don't chase the fame, you don't need the hype, just real connections through the chat all night. When the world gets heavy, when it's hard to cope, you give us something real, you give us hope. Squad up, we're never alone. Oh yeah, found our tribe, found our home. Squad up.
Quick start, guys. Here we are.
All out.
We have arrived at medical training, advanced medical training
Huddle's position just southeast of this
with
location.
Australian
Have you guys
Armour
sit on the
Operations. So I'll just go last.
Trap, you coming, brother?
Yep. Okay. We'll leave them to let everyone go. Here.
How we going, America, for people?
Missing everybody but two, brother. Missing Offset and CME Racing.
Don't need that.
Okay.
Offset
You're still looking
and
at me now.
CME.
No problem
Yep,
with it.
oh, that's pretty good.
Just making sure you're still here with us.
What's that?
Figured you were.
Just don't look at me.
You're looking at me.
You're looking at me.
I'm looking at you looking at me.
Well,
I'm looking at all of
problem,
yous.
mate.
Come down, gents.
I'm looking at both of you.
You shush you. You stay very quiet in the front row.
Brisbane are back in the lead.
So it looks like the
My
cool
mate
kids
got
are at the back.
backed out, got cashed out.
11
because-
points.
Oh my god.
On Discord, guys, is Grendler go rend?
Yes, that's
Yes.
Go Grant. Yeah.
Yes.
Go
We're
Grend, go
missing
Grend.
Yes.
CME Racing and we're
Yep,
missing
cool.
Offset.
Yeah, alright, that's
Everybody
cool.
else
That's
is here.
everyone, yeah. Got all but two. I've got a little book.
Grant, where are you?
All get marked on attendance and shenanigans.
Even shenanigans.
Yeah.
Oh
Still
god,
got
teacher's
it
got a
in there,
gun.
so- Put the gun down, sir. Put it down.
It's not supposed to do that. Why did it pull my gun out? Bloody hell. I'm trying to press escape so I can go to the other page, because if I don't press escape and alt tab, it'll actually fire my gun when I return,
Oh god.
which is one of those.
Doing that last night.
It's one of those most
You
excellent
just want to
things that you
shoot
fix.
us.
He's got a grenade on
You
as a
fix
flash.
it by pulling,
Oh,
the,
shit.
by pulling the pin on a grenade, and then you
Sorry,
repin
I
it,
didn't mean it.
and that fixes it. And then you put it away.
Be lucky that they don't have incendiary grenades in here yet.
Yeah, that'd be
Aw,
fun.
why
Just
not?
wait.
Are we waiting any longer, or are we going to go? Oh, we got
We
1
have
minute,
technically 1 minute, good sir, but
60
your call,
seconds.
boss.
I'm counting down. No, we'll
Take
wait.
me 2 minutes going to the thing.
So
yep, yep.
during this,
For me, it's 7
believe it or
o'clock.
not, I'm going to remain
Yeah,
mostly
they don't tell
silent
that.
so you
Fine.
guys could soak up the information that these guys are handing out.
School
Yes,
started.
they
And
Silent.
unless I'm in conversation, of course. So enjoy. Advanced medical training
We'll wake you up.
with Armour, Australian Armour
We'll
Operations,
start. We'll
AAO.
start. Greetings, everyone. Welcome to AAO Advanced Medical Training. It's for current and aspiring section medics, Mike call sign medics, and others to learn about ACE prototype, known as ACE Advanced Medical, to others, and have the opportunity to practice for your medical situations, just like we do out in the field. So during ops, medics play an essential role in handling those mass casualty incidents. Our teams in Mike, blue and green team, are eager and keen and just champing at the bit to gun the Humvee 100 miles an hour towards where our downed people are and hopefully stop before they get there. And it basically adds a bit of realism to the game. It's fun. The aim is to get people up and running into the ops again. So it's all about enjoyment and facilitation. Hey, there's Offset. Cool. RE up. And so the Public service run ACE Medical, which is obviously you've seen, and that's the epinephrine and morphine, but the ACE prototype on the unit server is a different realism overlay than the vanilla medical system and ACE Medical, where people die too easily and heal too fast. This is the reverse, where you don't die as easily and you heal a lot slower. And an injury is less likely to result in a KIA straight off the bat. So there's like second chance mechanics where you get shot in the head and you don't just outright die. So there's some key things, but I'll just go through the basics of what I'm going to talk about tonight before I go waffling on. Right, so we're going to go through medical roles and their activities, a refresher of the doctor's ABC procedure, adapted for armour, slightly different from real life, the medical team that we use for an ideal recovery, the medical team for a solo recovery. We talk a little bit about that, and that's more just advanced training and practice for if you're going to do a solo recovery. Patient handover, and we do a student practical, and that's the sort of medical personnel component. We talk about the stable vital ranges that when you check pulse and check blood pressure. We talk about what medical equipment we recommend carrying by medic role, and we have acknowledgements at the end. Give me a second. Just choose.
COVID.
I know. Bloody COVID. So one of the big differences is bleeding is controlled by tourniquet and bandages in that order in ACE prototypes, because applying bandage takes 10 seconds. Considering that you have different bleed amounts in ACE prototypes, ACE Advanced, you can bleed out very, very quickly. You can go through a bag of saline in 30 seconds. So you throw the tourniquets on first, bandages on second. We have heart rate and blood pressure, which you need to manage to recover the patient. You have the wounds, the white screen flash, which is treated with morphine. Too much, that'll kill you. And in ACE prototype, we have the ammonium carbonate powder, aka smelling salts, which increases the wake-up chance. It doesn't wake you up like epinephrine in the intermediate stage of ACE prototype, the ACE Medical, as opposed to ACE prototype. So it doesn't automatically wake you up. So if you apply it and you're like, I don't know what I did wrong, you didn't do anything wrong. It just added a bonus percentage on top to wake someone up. Most I've gone through is, I think, 6 of the ammonium carbonate smelling salts to wake someone up when they were in a reasonably stable range. And the medical kits still behave similar to the base game. They can provide limited healing in the field if you have supplies. So in the back of the vehicle or in the ambulance. But in the case of ambulances, they are special, and certain of these vehicles will allow you to fully restore an injury, won't wake up the patient, but it fixes their overall hit points, as you say, and it gives you a better chance of reviving them. So that's why we run around like lunatics in ambulances trying to get them into the tighter spots, because that gives you the best chance of getting back up and running. And one of the things is the ACE prototypes only applies to players. That's why the enemies get up so damn fast, and that's why you've got to check you're dead before you move on. Okay, so medical personnel, we have the standard first aider, which is anyone in the unit. Ensure safety, that's pretty damn important actually, considering how accurate the enemy are with their suppressing fire. Ensure safety and control bleeding, and that's like the #1 killer. And it's not CPR that's going to get. It's not the lack of CPR that's going to get you. It is the lack of control of bleeding. That's so. First aider, the people in the unit form a critical chain to be able to protect our people by getting that first aid. Because if it's a minute before a medic, your section medic, or one of us shows up, very likely your wounded companion can already be dead. So section medic provides saline, gives adrenaline, medical kit healing in the field. They're going to keep you running, probably monitoring the individual members' morphine intake if they can. But they'll basically say, remember you've had 1 morphine, remember you've had 2 morphine, no more morphine for 15 minutes. And then there's the Mike call sign medics, which is pretty much we do all the rest of the drugs. That's what we're trying to teach you a little bit about today, and the resuscitation procedure in a bit more detail, a bit more speedy if we can manage it, and obviously with the ambulance the ability to heal wounds and get some up that much quicker, because if your wounds are too great you cannot revive. All right, so first aid. First person to aid an injured member, it's pretty damn simple. Control bleeding, throw a saline on if you've got them. You know, not everyone carries a lot, or you go through them quickly, but throw a saline on. You know, you've got 5 minutes from when they go down to start doing CPR, so you need to control bleeding before then. That's your timer. You will bleed out a lot quicker than 5 minutes. So that's why we say, you know, control that bleeding first. Section medic, platoon or reservist medic embedded with Alpha, Bravo, Charlie, etc. They can handle the moderate injuries. That's what we want to train you for tonight, especially if you need a little bit more advanced training or more practice, and this is a good place to do it, a nice safe environment for you. And the section medic in a call sign will be able to revive an injured member by controlling the bleeding with tourniquets, bandages, epinephrine to increase the heart rate, med kits, saline in the correct order. Always check for a heartbeat and start CPR within 5 minutes is what we say in the doc here. And the doc's available inside the training invite. It links to this doc that I'm just following through. And then you have Mike call sign medics, and that's platoon or reservist medics in the Mike call sign, trained, like here, to deal with multiple situations, and we're always looking for new and interesting injury mechanisms we can repeat, so we can give you more examples when we do training like this. And we try and be less than 5 minutes away. You'll see recently we did bounding ambulances, which is much like a soldier bounding or platoon movement or square section movement bounding. We do that with ambulances, where we bound an ambulance up to a new forward operating position, set up a casualty control point, and the rearmost casualty control point can go on and replenish at that point. And it's been working fairly well. All right. So a helicopter as an option. We are trying to get medical helicopters working. They can travel 2 kilometres in 2 minutes, including spool up, takeoff and landing. We've tested this. Obviously, I'm not the world's best helicopter pilot, so that's why we have a dedicated medical pilot for this reason. And once we get those medical helicopters ready and working properly, they will be dropping out of the sky very close to the action, and we'll be getting people up and running. Righto, Doctors ABC. So that's the first component. Danger, terrifically important. I have seen, let's just not say what server I've seen it on, I have seen people not know how to treat a patient, look at them, go, oh, you're a medic, you can sort it out, walk 2 metres away in the direction of the enemy, lay down with a machine gun and start firing at full rate, attracting all of the enemy fire, and myself and the patient both killed immediately afterwards. So danger, you know, if you need to move them, and depending on the wound and the amount of bleeding, if you really need to move them because you're under sustained enemy fire, maybe you're going to have to do that. You know, think very carefully about trying to treat someone in an open field or without smoke or without something else. So yeah, smoke grenades, move the member. If you've got enough squaddies around you, get them to dig a berm. You know, 2 berms even. You know, if 2 people put down berms and then 4 people build those 2 berms, you've got cover from incoming fire. If that's all you can do because you're in an open field, please don't walk into open fields. It makes our job harder. Then do so. But yeah, I will often park the ambulance in between a injured member and the enemy fire, and get out on the driver's side, next to the patient, and try and put the injured block between me and myself, the patient, and the enemy. So next is response, the DR and the Doctor ABC. Sometimes people actually get up, so they've just been knocked, and you're like, hey, are you all right? I'm here. You've all been unconscious in the game. You're sort of sitting there going, I can't really tell if anyone's coming to get me. And if the medic is like, 20 metres away and going, I'm on the way, I'm going to get you, it's okay. So it's response. Sometimes they get up and they go, I was just knocked, everything's fine. That's good because we can call off the emergency and just try and treat what you've got. But it lets people know that you're coming. And that's, an important thing. No one wants to play Unconsciousness Simulator 2025. So, the response is actually a part of the social element of the game. Okay, S and doctors. Send for help. So call PHQ, call Mike Squad. When the standard radios are set up for platoon operations, we're 36 megahertz. Have your section medic on 36 megahertz. They don't need to be on 48 necessarily. They can be on 36. You'll hear what we're talking about and where we're putting our CCPs. You'll hear PHQ, Hutto, talking to us saying, hey guys, Bravo's having some trouble. Can you get over there? Or us saying, Bravo's having some trouble. Or Charlie, we've got to get moving. So yeah, talk to us on 36. So you'll get details on that as well. You want to be able to go, hey, we've got 2 down, they're serious injuries, or you might go, hey, there's 1 down, it's not that bad, everything's fine here, don't send the cavalry. Because that means we can be redeployed elsewhere in Mike, and it's all about us putting the right people in the right place to make the platoon work smoothly. All right, so that's all the doctors, that's all the basic stuff. Then we get into the medical component. Is the airways. There's obviously not a lot of airways going on in Armoured Forger, other than if someone's in a puddle in water and it's not deep water and they're lying down, they can drown in that shallow water. So if they're lying in a small pond, maybe, just move them. That's the most basic thing. Apparently in the future there will be like an airway component to the medical that will make things even more interesting for us. Obviously, next is B for bleeding. That's the stop the heaviest bleeds first. So tourniquets first. Tourniquets go on really quick. If it's limb wounds, you can get to those. You've got 4 limbs. We carry 4 tourniquets. All the Mike medics carry 4 tourniquets because we can go 1, 2, 3, 4. They're easy to replenish from a medical kit. And then you want to go, abdomen and chest wounds, head wounds, whatever. Wave that bandage over the top, get it under control, and the tourniquets come back off and go into your inventory at the end, but the bandages don't. So that's your bleeding control. Put saline in before you put drugs in. You want to start getting the blood levels of your patient back up as quickly as possible. So control the bleeding. That's the most important bit with tourniquets. Because bandages take so long to apply, I'd recommend going tourniquets first, throw the saline on next, that's pretty quick, and then go in with the bandages because each of those is 10 seconds. And if they've got a number of chest and abdomen wounds bleeding, because multiple stages of bleeding, you're going to be there for 30 seconds, right? So you want that saline on and affecting while you're patching them up. And then the last point is CPR. You've got 5 minutes total. That's why often in patient handover we'll be asking, how long's it been? How long have they been down for? Or we'll see someone go down on the map, and in our heads we're counting the seconds and going, all right, we've got half a K or a K to get there in the ambulance, we can do that, get in there, and we'll often go, how long do you think we've got? I think we've got about a minute left. We've really got to get these bleeds under control. So, yeah, CPR. Before 5 minutes or they just die. We've tested it extensively. All right. So, medical team for ideal recovery. 2 medics and 1 assistant on a seriously injured patient is good. The assistant can be anyone. They can just do CPR. So this is an ideal situation, 2 Mike medics and anyone from the section. Doesn't have to be the section medic if they're needed for something else. Because you've got someone doing CPR, you've got 2 medics with all the kit working on your downed platoon member, and that's what we would ideally want. We often don't get what we want. So it means multiple people controlling the serious bleeds at the same time. Someone will go, yeah, no more tourniquets, I'm throwing saline on now. So first on scene, you are going to have anyone resolving the danger, radioing PHQ, making sure that they're not actually just faking it, right? First aider, tourniquet those limbs, leave the tourniquets on, bandage the chest, abdomen and head bleeds, start bandaging over the top of the tourniquets, because once the tourniquet's on, it doesn't stop the bleed, you still have to treat it. First aider or anyone, if you've got other platoon members around and they're not needed for holding security, get them to throw bandages on. Hey mate, grab a bandage, give me a hand. no pulse, put them on the back, start giving CPR. Section medic often has got a lot more saline than the average soldier, so the section medic will often throw on saline, give epinephrine, aka adrenaline, because it'll get the heart rate up. So when someone's been knocked unconscious in Armoury Forger, their heart rate's usually a bit lower than it should be, and throwing the adrenaline on is just a little bit of a cheat. You don't want to do that before they've had their bleeds treated, because they'll just bleed out super fast. So that's why we do it in a certain order. We'd rather the soldier get up and keep walking as opposed to making it harder for them. And section medic's always giving that saline, getting it longer to apply. And if you can do medkit healing, so it's like a partial heal in the field, we do that. If it's in an op where supplies are turned on, unless you've got a vehicle with supplies in it, or you're at a location of supplies like a supply point, you often can't do that. But if you've got an ambulance or supplies are turned off, you can do that, and that helps with recovery. They've got a much higher chance of getting up. It reduces the category of wounds. So far we've got anyone, first aid, a whole bunch of actions, section medic, Mike call sign medic. We're popping in and checking on the blood pressure, providing phenylephrine, which increases blood pressure. We are monitoring the vitals, applying drugs, ammonium carbonate when they're in a stable range. We talk about stable ranges in a little bit. And often giving more than one if we think it's had enough time to affect. So ammonium carbonate is just a bonus, to percentage of getting someone up. If someone's fully healed, their heart rate is, in the absolute correct number, throwing an ammonium carbonate often wakes them up first time. The percentage chance of them getting up is much, much higher. But they're also in that range where they can spontaneously just wake up and you're in the middle of CPR. So we stop CPR at a certain stage and check to see if they're stable, because it doesn't mean they can be moved to a better location. All right. Medics provide, or patient gives themselves pain relief once they're conscious. We would prefer that patients give themselves pain relief, because they're the one that really needs to track it. They need to go, I've had 1 in 15 minutes, I'm absolutely fine. I've had 2 in 15 minutes, I've got to give it a rest now. Leave that up to the individual person. We won't be able to track everyone in the platoon's morphine rate, though IRL, you would be in a war zone, you'd be checking to make sure someone's not abusing drugs. It'll kill them if they take 3 or more. It's not instantaneous either. People will muck around with it. We really don't recommend that. It breaks platoon morale, just poisoning people. Okay, so solo team, you can do this. It's tricky. Reduce danger. So you're not going to have someone looking out for danger, because it's just you. Maybe you could control the bleeds and move them, but, radio call for help. So reduce danger, call for help. I am in the shit. Hotel down, where, I've got 1 injured, no pulse, severe injuries, bleeding, reported in. Then control the bleeding, CPR with watching the saline bag. So when you're doing CPR, your turn is looking down at the person. You can see the saline bag on their arm, and when it disappears, they've used it up. So if they've had serious bleeds before you've controlled them, they might go. I think the worst we've had is about 4 saline, which is pretty bad. And you can watch the saline, because you've got a total of 5 minutes of time without a heart rate. You've got to be really careful about when you stop and apply more saline. So if you get to them quickly, everything's fine. So you're returning to CPR when you need another saline. You watch it disappear, and then you just keep doing CPR. Because spontaneous circulation or return of spontaneous circulation can happen just by itself, but you're giving it enough time, making sure that the saline bag is still there and nothing's happening. Switching back after checking their pulse rates, you'll stop CPR, you'll check if they've got a pulse rate. If they've got one, it means they're stable now, especially if you've controlled all the bleeds and everything's hunky-dory. You can move them somewhere else, right? So you if you're all by yourself or there's a pair of you, say Delta face this all the time when there's a spotter sniper pair. They've got to do this in the field, and so we actually want to do a little training exercise at some stage for solo recovery, just to try and hone our own skills, and we'll invite Delta and Amiga and a few other people along as well. And if they've got a heart rate, they don't need that CPR anymore. You can move them somewhere, hopefully somewhere safe, and Mike shows up. That's the solo recovery. So you want to give them ammonium carbonate once they're in that stable range, possibly after you've just moved them somewhere even safer. Wait 30 seconds, give them another one if you think it should have worked by now. If you've got the ability to heal with the medkit, do it. We no longer have the bugged bleeds in Arma Reforger, thanks to Michael putting a little script on the server that we found, where you can always get to a bleed. It used to be we would spend 10-15 minutes sometimes with a patient that was bleeding, but we couldn't treat the bleed in any fashion, so we'd be applying saline and applying drugs and turning them on their side and doing a rain dance, and it was possible to recover them just barely, or they wouldn't, or they'd wake up with the bleed continuing for a long period of time. They would wake up and then bandage the bleed themselves, or we would find one person in a whole platoon of people who could actually bandage that one bleed. It was just really weird.
Is that the phantom bleeds?
The phantom bleeds, yeah. So we had all sorts of procedures for treating those, and now we don't have to do that anymore. It's made life much easier. All right, so patient handover is the next thing we're going to go through. So we've talked about ideal solo, patient handover, because we don't have that all the time. We have a lot of handover between medics. Say the first responder deals with some bleeds, hands over to the section medic. The section medic deals with stuff, has to move on, and Mike arrives. You've had 2 handovers. So we're using the MIST, M-I-S-T, patient handover technique. It's a really simple one. Hopefully the mnemonic helps you remember it. But if not, the document's here to read. So mechanism, M in MIST is mechanism of injury, what's happened. As we will see in the examples, if someone says they fell off a cliff, we're going to go do that example, right? And you're like, oh, I know what's happened to them. They've got lower body injuries. That's where I'm looking first, or they got shot and they fell off a cliff. You go, okay, that's going to make it tricky. So M for mechanism, what happened? I for injury, what injuries are there still? If you're handing over, you go, yeah, but I patched them up. All the bleeds are done. Oh, I didn't quite get to one of the bleeds. I've really got a dash. There's another thing happening over here right now, or whatever. It doesn't matter. S is signs, so vital signs. You go, what happened? What injuries are still left when I'm handing over? Do they have a heart rate? What's their blood pressure? Do I know? Don't know. Don't know is an acceptable answer. Like, seriously, crazy shit happens in ops. And T is treatment. You go, how much saline have you administered? So you might go 1 saline, bandage to the left arm, patient has a heart rate and blood pressure, and what drugs have you given, what treatment have you given them? Well, I gave them epi. Often we would find people, because they were very used to the original Arma mechanic of giving people morphine to fix them, they'd go, I'd given them morphine. Morphine does inhibit the ability to revive someone because it lowers their heart rate. And the heart rate needs to be up in the stable, well into the stable range to make it easier to recover. So, people go, I gave them 2 morphine, and you're like, oh my God, we're going to be here for a week. Where's the purple stuff, the anoxaline? Can never remember how to pronounce that stuff. But yeah, where's the morphine antagonist, and throw some of that in them. And then when the person wakes up, they can't treat themselves with morphine because they'll kill themselves. And they can't get rid of the white flashing on their screen because it's taken away the benefit of the morphine. All right, so that's a quick handover. MIST, mechanism, what the injury is, or what there still is, what the signs are, what vital signs they have when you're handing them over, and T for treatment, what you've given them. If you can remember that, do that in ops, you're probably better than me half the time, but we practice it and it becomes second nature. All right, so nice and quick, we are on to student practical exercises. So we've got a couple of lovely tall towers around. Where's the other one? Oh, it's over here. Yep. over to the west northwest, and one over to the east southeast. And we're going to have volunteers. Looking at people.
I'll volunteer.
Well, the volunteers jump off. We're all going to get a chance to do it in pairs to deal with injured. So we've got to make sure I'll tick you off in my book that everyone's had a chance to do it. And we're going to practice the 2 medic recovery and just follow the doctor's ABC, reduce danger, smoke, hard cover. So, you know, if you've got some smokes, do it. If you don't, grab some smokes. I think there's an arsenal over at the back left corner of the med tent over there. Grab some smokes if you haven't got any. You know, work it through, because it'll give you an idea of the time it takes to do these things. All right. So we'll have Nixie as blue team lead. Do you want to take the one over to the east over there, and I'll take the one over to the west over here, and we'll split people in roughly in half. Make sure we cycle through everybody. After we've recovered people, we'll do a GM heal, because we don't want lingering medical effects and drugs and stuff to make it even more difficult. All right. So we'll split it in the middle. How many have we got? According to this, we've probably got 11.
This is quite interesting and informative.
Righto.
This is actually explaining the ACE medical system.
Yeah, 11.
So if you ever come across it,
Nomi, Westy,
in
who have we got? Devastator, Schlim, and
any
Garen
armour
come with me.
setting, you can
And
use
the
it
rest
appropriately.
head over with Nixie. So we'll split these in half. Does that look right? I've got 5. Nixie's got 6. There we go. Excellent. Hey, America, did you want to be guinea pig so everyone else can watch?
Sure.
Yeah. All right. Cool.
Grab some smoke.
Yeah, grab some smokes. Make sure you've got extra bandages.
No, if it's not over there, I got an arsenal over here right next
Yeah,
to the
there should
jump
be an
box.
arsenal over here, guys. The medic box. But yeah, the regular arsenal's there and medic arsenal's over here.
I got
Oh, no, you
regular
got a proper one.
Yeah, I got everything
Oh, you got all
that's
things,
needed.
man.
Come prepared. I could need to get Otto involved.
No, we don't need weapons. We can have it for just firing into the air as covering. If one person is got the fire, so one person
Get
we
your
can
butt up
actually do
here.
2 at
I
once.
want you to roll off with me. We'll be test damage.
We can do 2 at once.
The first step then would be you're pretty much just doing a 360, making sure no one's going to be shooting at you.
Welcome in, Junior Wombat.
If
I am
you're the
being
leader of the
quiet
squad,
so
you're just
everyone
going,
has a chance to
"Hey,
listen."
Devastator, can you cover me? Can you cover West? That's where the enemy was. Just cover me. Maybe build a berm. Oh, okay. Westy, go Grind, go. Danger. Response. Schlim, do you want to climb the tower?
Copy.
Yep. Jump over this way for Nomi and Devastator.
Yep.
Assess the body. Look at what's going on.
Okay, we got this, buddy. Just like on normal.
Tourniquets
Jump into
first.
my arms, Slim. Into my arms.
Maybe you should.
Save me.
Alright, chuck into danger. Yep, chuck smoke. I'm going to start tourniqueting. You need tourniquet on the blue.
60% on blood.
Can you put him on his back then?
Bandaging torso.
Copy.
Open injuries.
Are you bleeding still?
Minor injury, improving, heavy bleeding, class 1 hemorrhage.
He needs more bandages on his back there. I'm putting another one on. Can you lay him on his back now?
Throw me over.
Can Start bandaging his leg.
Bandaging right leg.
Putting him on his back. Checking pulse.
That smoke grenade is really loud.
Heart rate of 0.
Make sure he's not bleeding and then we can start CPR.
Still bleeding.
Minor injury improving.
How we
Heavy
going?
bleeding. Class 1 hemorrhage. Tourniquet applied. Second for bandaging.
We all have
Bandaging.
med boxes. How long has it been
Pulse
since
again.
the patient was down? And who's performing CPR out of the two of you?
Heart rate of 0.
20% blood.
Who's performing
Checking
CPR?
injuries. Heavy bleeding. Might need another saline.
Need a bandage
Ah,
that
he's
leg
alright.
closest to you too.
We're good.
Checking injuries. Throwing smoke.
Red later.
Heavy bleeding. Class moderate bleeding. Class 1 hemorrhage.
Who's doing CPR?
Going on to CPR.
Checking
We've only
injuries.
been going for about 30 seconds, so we've still got 4.5 minutes.
Got to put. You remember you got a bandage over the top.
Still
of,
bleeding.
Bandage over the top of the wounds.
injuries
So when
again.
they've taken leg injuries, you
bleeding.
have to bandage over the top of them until they're done. So I've just done the one left leg. There you go.
Taking the bandage?
Yep. So just
2%
have your
on.
bandage over the top of the tourniquets.
Yes,
Checking
I've been
injury.
doing
Yeah,
that
there
the
you
whole
go.
time.
All right. So I think you're pretty good.
Performing CPR now.
So,
Yep. There you
what's
go.
something to go down
We
quicker?
can put Epi in now too, can't we?
Oh, you can. Yep. And then you want to check pulse. Yep.
Yeah.
You got to bandage over the top of those leg wounds.
Bandage first, get those
Yeah.
wounds dealt with.
He's going home,
I
he's
thought I had
missing
hit
his legs.
bandages on top of them, but I got them tourniqueted and I thought I hit bandages too.
You
Doesn't
can
matter
need
how
up
much
to
saline-
three. You can have 3 or 4 bandages over the top when you're healing those
Okay.
wounds. Yep,
okay.
you can do it.
Oh,
have
yeah,
to
I
do it
thought it was
multiple
just
times.
one.
After your wife.
That's the difference.
Okay.
Multiple bandages over the top.
Tell your kids.
Yeah.
There he is. Go. Stage 2. You may have to replenish your medical during the middle of this.
Okay, here we
Med
go.
boxes are an arsenal. Your med boxes are an arsenal.
Might
You
give
can
yourself
retrieve
some
things from it. Hey, good job.
Okay,
Just
tourniqueting.
want to throw smoke, devastator.
You tourniquet all bandage.
Good job.
All right,
Copy that.
tourniquet first. Yep.
Tourniquet
You
on.
pretty much see a pattern here.
Check injuries.
When you're ready, you can remove your
Heavy
tourniquet.
bleeding.
Yep, I will.
Copy.
Oh, no, looks
Saline
like
going in. How's that bandaging?
Tourniqueting the left leg.
You might have already
Hitting
had a
with
jab here.
bandages.
You haven't got any remaining here.
Bandaging.
Took care of him.
I'm looking good.
Yeah, all right. So one of the things you'll find you can do, guys, once, especially if there's more than one medic, and you're waiting for someone to come back up, you can pop your med box out, and you can overlook and you can go, what have we got? No, he's still tourniqueting.
Right,
He's
you
still
can check.
tourniqueting.
Yep.
You can actually check. I can go,
Still bleeding, boys.
bleeding from the abdomen.
Yeah.
He's still bleeding from the
Patching
abdomen.
up.
It shows you a red no-go, bleeding from abdomen. So you want to apply a bandage to his abdomen.
Copy.
I'm hovering over. I can see
Bandaging
it.
abdomen.
Now you don't have to, not to start with. So pretty much a fall from this height is often going to be
Abdomen and lower body.
Can stop
abdomen
bleeding.
and lower body.
Check injuries.
Something like 3
Okay,
triple-
he's improving.
triple
But
bleed
still got
on
heavy
each leg,
bleeding.
and maybe
Why?
double bleed on the abdomen.
Okay, another bleed on the abdomen.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm bandaging abdomen
Hemorrhage
too.
1, Class 1, Class 2 and Class 3.
It's basically how much bleed they've had, how much blood they've lost effectively.
Okay.
Because
Check
say
injuries.
that
Checking injuries.
that the
Heavy
I
bleeding.
think you
Still.
can't recover them if they're hemorrhage 2 and greater.
Where we at?
So they've
Check the
bled out
legs.
2 and greater.
Yep, left
If you're
leg.
down to hemorrhage
checking the
1,
legs,
i.e.
keep
you've
checking the
replaced
legs.
enough saline.
Okay,
So if you look
to
at it and it
stop
says
the
hemorrhage
you
1.
put saline.
Yeah, you want to get the hemorrhage level up.
Bandage until that bandage marker disappears. Still bleeding. 30%.
Yep, let's have a look. This is
Get a
why we
saline
practice,
in
this
him,
is why we
please.
do this. Yep, Now you don't have to remove the tourniquets. Alright, so, is your saline in? Yeah.
Stop bleeding.
There you go.
Right, he stopped
Someone
bleeding,
needs to be doing
so
CPR next.
you want to perform CPR and I'll check the pulse.
Sorry, say again?
Yeah, he says he's
When you rock up to a
improving.
body and it
Yep,
says
so,
you've got, you've got
start
light bleeding,
CPR.
Moderate bleeding, heavy bleeding.
Yep.
When it says light
Alright.
bleeding or moderate, does that correlate with having to use a tourniquet?
Are you performing
Does it
CPR?
bypass tourniquet?
You perform the CPR,
Tourniquets
I'll
will
check the pulse.
Bypass the bleeding, as in it'll stop it
we need to
getting
put him on
worse.
his back.
It hasn't stopped the
No, just-
bleed itself.
Okay, like that. Yep,
So
there you
it
go.
won't get worse, so you throw the tourniquet on because it stops it and it gives you time to treat any other bleed.
Okay,
so
I'm
you're
checking
basically
pulse.
grabbing
Are you
that
starting
tourniquet out
CPR?
leg,
Yep.
arm,
He has
arm.
a-
You
Well,
haven't
if I
had
can
time
get
to look
the-
at the check-in.
If I can
Okay.
get the
Okay, there's nothing
thing,
there.
there we go. There we go. I've
Alright.
gotten
You
it.
got it? Alright.
Switching, you go, oh,
Shit.
where's my bandage? Switching to bandage and you go, okay, abdomen,
Gonna get
chest,
epi out.
head. Okay, got it, found the bleed. Right, because that's going to take you 10 seconds. Maybe after you've gone through the tourniquet, you go, you know what? If I've got no tourniquet limbs, I go straight to saline, throw that on first, and then you
Okay.
go to the bleach. Because
Keep going with the CPR, don't stop.
Bandage application to go.
But
for
like
each
I was
bandage.
checking pulse, see if he had a.
Yeah, no, it's alright. I'll check the pulse and put a
Yeah,
thing in.
tourniquets
Yeah,
first.
so I'm going to put a epi in,
Like a single
get his
line.
heart rate going.
Yeah. Yeah, you probably wouldn't bother. You'd go, you know what? It's a light
And let
bleed. I'll
that,
just
give
throw
that a
bandage
minute
on
to
it.
tick in.
Yeah.
Yeah, let me know
And
when
we
to
leave it
stop.
up to you.
Yeah.
And one of the things we talk about in Mike.
Yeah, you
is,
just keep doing your thing
and
over there.
for
I'll,
medics, is that
Oh, thank
Okay,
God.
we're at heart rate of 100.
situation, so I expect
He's
everyone
good?
to behave
Not
as if they're
yet.
a squad lead, to think,
We're waiting to get to 130.
adapt, to move, to go. I
Still
think
at
I should be over
102.
there. I'm going over there right now as a medic, and I'm going to support the guys. So we do that in between blue and green squad. We go.
101, we're
everyone can
dropping,
speak up,
going
everyone
in with
can say,
another
"I think
epi.
We're in the wrong fucking place. Let's go, go, go." And we'll go. Yeah, good point. Because you're not always switched on. And you're not always thinking that far ahead.
Give that a second to go in.
You've basically got to take initiative as the medic.
Check
and
your
so you
pulse.
go, right, I think today it's just a light bleed that is. I just saw them take one round.
100?
Bandage. You know what? Because it'll be fine. I'll throw a saline and I'll throw a
Basically, the
bandage on.
tourniquets are to slow the bleeding down.
He's
so
still
they
got a
slow
hemorrhage. I
It
think I
stops
might
the
put
bleeding on all
a
your limbs. Just stops it dead.
saline
so it's
in.
really quick to apply.
Yep.
Now they're doing CPR
That
now.
should sort him out.
Grab your med box out.
Checking the
Med box
pulse.
sorted out of your backpack.
I don't have a med box, I'll go grab
You
it.
absolutely have to
167,
med
it's
box.
too
There
high.
you go. And then come and have a look
Drop,
at,
stop
at
or
the
what?
wounds.
Stop the CPR, yes.
Little salt.
Salt's going in.
Checking pulse. Oh yeah, heart rate
159.
159. That's quite high.
partially heal severe injury.
Yeah, he should
because
be
you
up in a
notice
second.
You're not near a medical thing. I can now go partially heal, and it'll take you to moderate. That gives you a higher chance of recovering it. So if you look at the other leg, someone else wants to do that.
But what have you
you've got
not
a partial
what have
heal,
you
you
not
haven't
done
done the
since
other
I've been okay though? You haven't put me in the
Recovery position.
too, isn't it?
Yeah,
There you go. So you can partially
Partially
heal.
heal, severe
Yep,
injury.
and you'll see
barely
partially heal.
find that.
So if
It's
you've got
very
the
hard to
ambulance
find.
nearby, let me just drag one.
Left or right recovery?
Checking arm.
shouldn't matter.
Right, so now the ambulance is
okay.
closer. Grab your med box out again, and now have a look at his injury.
Yeah, heals moderate.
Yep, you can heal it. So that increases his chance of recovery. If you've given him too much epi, his heart rate is going to be a bit high, and that's going to make things difficult.
Scared there for a second. Thought you guys were gonna let me die.
135. 135 is great. I would be giving him another salt. It's been
Another
about
salt?
30
There you
seconds.
go. Go, Brad, if you want to give him a
Definitely would be
salt.
giving him another salt. He's in a 135 is
yeah,
a
which
great
one?
number.
Oh,
Pretty
boy.
much you
Alright,
see
yeah,
the
let me
heart rate come
pull
up,
out the
up
salt.
from below 100 if it's
Salt
really
going
bad to above 100.
that,
Once it gets to
Is
130,
that the epinephrine?
yeah, epinephrine increases the heart rate quite a bit. So
Alright,
once
which
it's
one?
at 130, that's pretty much ideal
Smelling
to
salts,
get him
you
up.
want the ammonium carbonate.
Ammonium carbonate,
Okay,
and then
okay,
apply
that's
to the
what I
head.
was looking for.
There we go. This should get him pretty much straight up, I think, because it looks like the epinephrine has worn off. It has only got a certain amount of time. Yeah, 131, that's basically perfect.
There he is.
There he goes.
There he is. Welcome
Okay,
back.
yeah, because I didn't know what the ammonium carbonate was.
The white
GM
jacket.
heal.
That's your epi on the advance.
Yeah.
Yep, smelling salts. America is healed up. There we go. So you notice that the healing aura, America was inside it. The difference in what you can do. It means you will get them up a lot quicker.
Whoever had something in their hand, they dropped it right here. Looks to be a saline and an epi if they need it.
That's my wallet.
All right, replenish
Check
your
your
medical
change.
stuff.
Check some change. Food stamps, correct?
Grab yourself all the things. Now, so your medical box is an arsenal box. You can take anything out of it. If supplies are turned on, you obviously have to have the supplies, but bandages and tourniquets are free. Provided to you by the gods of armour. All right, let's get another pair with the 2 victims treating as a team. So who are our 2 victims we had? Oh, and America was one of the victims, wasn't he?
Yeah.
That's okay.
Yep.
I'm gonna sit out on this one.
Yeah.
Let's
So
see, watch these guys pick up each
watch
other.
this
Let's
guy.
see if
Make
they
sure you've
make
got your
it.
med boxes back. Make sure it's slotted in a quick slot. I often put mine in quick slot 9 and saline in 8. But it's up to you how you want to
I'll
arrange it.
jump off if you want. I want to go for cigarettes. So can I jump off?
Yeah, you can.
Okay, so what? We'll volunteer. Climb up.
Devastator's
So
already
there's 2
done
ways
the
to do
medical.
this. You can
Who
either
else has
jump
already
off,
done
or you can
the
lay
recovery
down
and
and
do
roll
that?
off.
Michael's going to do it. Awesome. All right. Who hasn't done it?
I still need to.
Yep, you still need to do it. Who else wants another run through?
Michael's jumping.
Michael's jumping. Let's go. We're going to have 2 teams very quickly because we need 2 teams very quickly.
Man down, man down.
Man down.
Wow, that's like a distance
Security.
record, Michael.
Danger. Danger.
And then
Danger.
Devastator. Do you need to
Danger.
move them apart?
Bang, bang, bang. Bang, bang, bang.
Tried my best to get as far
Big
as I could.
smoke.
Smoke out.
Putting him on his back.
Tourniquet in
Taking
legs.
Take his finger out of my bum.
Minor injury, improving heavy bleeding, class 1 hemorrhage. Putting some tourniquets. Tourniquet left leg.
Saline.
They flashbangs.
Come in there, and they don't come down and flash you.
Also.
Bandaging
It's just
left
loud.
leg.
Another bandage
else.
going on.
How you doing here, boys?
Bloody fantastic. Fantastic.
He's got heavy
Some
bleeding.
legs bandaging
Saline.
required. More leg bandaging.
Copy. There's the 3rd bandage
Yep.
going on.
Yep.
Keep
This
get the
height is
bleeding,
often
get the
3
bleeding.
bandages per
Minor
leg.
Keep
injury,
checking the
heavy
bleeding.
bleeding, class 2 hemorrhage.
And make
Yep.
sure that you've bandaged
Check
the
his
abdomen.
legs.
Not you
Bandaging.
have, not
Right leg.
yep. And because
Keep
you
going until
stopped
it
those
stops.
leg bleeds with tourniquets, it means you only had 20
I
seconds
had
of treatment on
10
the abdomen before
bandages.
all
Where
the
did they all
bleeding was
go?
stopped. There
Exactly,
you go.
bro.
That's why you got to resupply.
Checking pulse.
But it looks like we're done,
That's why I
are
said
we?
at minimum, brother. At
Just
minimum, bring
pulse
10
is
with you.
0.
Yeah, we
You
take a
got a man
dozen.
down. Okay, keep. Well, he's
Checking
gonna
I
be.
have-
injuries.
Have you put saline
10
on
or
it?
12
Gotta
on
get the
me.
bleeding
Saline
under
going
control
in.
first.
Improving heavy bleeding, class
Yeah,
2
there we go.
hemorrhage.
And then
Where's
who's
the
going
legs?
to do
Trying to
the
find,
CPR?
I'll do
Bandages.
CPR.
Still got bandaging.
Yeah, Westy's gonna do the
right
CPR.
leg.
Legs.
Yeah,
Get
we
the
got
both
one more to
legs.
go.
Get both
Nice.
his legs.
Westy started CPR. There we go. And as long as you got saline in, you're in
Gonna
the
be
golden
alright,
zone of
Michael.
recovery. That's right.
Yep. Pull your bandage out. Start bandaging his
Stay
legs.
with me.
Don't stop until the bandage
I
goes
won't
away.
lose you like I lost
You know-
America.
Class 3 hemorrhage.
No,
Checking
grab his leg on your
pulse.
side.
Pulse is 107.
Looking for he's got saline.
What's that
Yep,
pulse?
grab your bandage
107.
and
That's
feel
his
it's
leg.
above 100 is good. Starting to be good.
Pulse is 0 still.
130 on
Nope, grab
Michael.
his left
Heart
leg.
rate
Injuries again.
130.
130.
130 is optimal for
Looking for more
recovery.
bandages.
130?
Flying cells.
Check his abdomen.
It's a bit high for a person. Yep, so it looks like he would have had
Still heavy
spontaneous
bleeding.
circulation
Check
there.
his abdomen.
There we go, you're up. Good job.
Nice
Checking
one.
injuries.
Take
Yeah, that was an
those.
Not bleeding
Recovery.
anymore. Nice job.
Hemorrhage still.
Nice.
Can you give him
Well,
another
thank you.
saline? He's probably got no pulse. Check his pulse.
Try and add saline
Can
to
you
him.
see in those situations, like, you don't really have much time to concentrate on anything else bar the patient?
Yeah, that's right. And
pulse,
that's
zero.
why
Right
the
here,
security circle
Yep,
is,
grab him
is
the
so
saline and then
important
start
as well.
CPR.
Injuries. Class
If he
3
needs,
ministering
check his-
improving.
Okay.
I think we might be able to perform
What's his vitals?
CPR.
I need a smoke
What's his
grenade.
vitals? Before we perform CPR, what's his vitals?
We perform
his pulse.
CPR yet?
Check his pulse. You gotta check his blood pressure. 0. Okay.
Checking
Perform
injuries
CPR.
again.
Oh, no, no.
Make sure he's not
Class
bleeding.
2 hemorrhage. I'm going to perform CPR.
Ren, make sure you keep
you
an
make
eye
sure
on his
you check his
pulse.
pulse.
Yeah,
and read it
keep
out
an eye on his
first.
pulse. Yep, for sure. Always. Nice job, bud.
Why won't it let me have any? That's weird.
Ren, what's his pulse?
Checking it right now. 130.
Keep checking.
Put in a,
Go
put in a salt.
Just get everybody up and
Morning,
GM Hill, and
Courtney.
when they're done, I'm going to be back
Yes,
for a
please.
new and improved test very shortly.
Go ahead and stop CPR. Giving him only card in, Gren.
Stopping. And he bloody stop.
That's the little white satchel. There you go, under the nose. Sometimes it takes
You
20
were
seconds.
you were walking a bit slow. I've got the medical box. I'm not
130 still.
giving you morphine.
Give it a second.
That's because I know how to walk slow.
Check his pulse.
Okay.
Make sure you check his vitals.
Second pulse.
Take his blood pressure.
130 still. Injuries.
Class 1 hemorrhage.
Class 1 hemorrhage. We need a saline. Putting a saline.
Nice.
Second injuries again. Class 1 hemorrhage is up.
And there you go.
Did you
Nice.
recover quickly?
Beautiful.
I did. I did.
No, I was waiting
I
for it,
bounced
but
back
wasn't
real
gonna-
fast
You
at
did.
my age.
You didn't
Yeah.
bounce, but you bounced back.
Pulse is still
Trust me.
130. Put in a
When
saline.
you're young like me, you bounce back from those things real fast.
Well done.
That's the white satchel. I'll get a band-aid in your hand.
Let's put this down.
There you go.
Drop. Okay.
One going in. Come on, little buddy. Come back to us.
Moderate injury
I've got it.
improving. Pulse.
Get some
130.
stuff at a full of supplies.
He'll be up after the saline. It's finished, I reckon.
Why does it not let me have the things? Okay. It's just... Can I have it? No? Okay.
What are you doing around there, Westy?
I'm trying to get a bandage out, but it's doing the thing that's not letting me do the thing. I'll use
I'm
this.
hitting him with partial heals here.
There you go. That will recover him a lot
Saline
faster.
bag is
Smart
still
thinking.
on.
Check his pulse. Make sure he's good again. Throwing the salts again. Copy.
Pulse
Salts. Beautiful. Welcome back, buddy.
Thank you very much.
Eppies.
Nice job, guys.
Oops.
All right, so Huddle just showed up on the scene.
So we did.
You had a
job,
casualty. How did you
Selling.
secure him?
We secured the scene. Smoke was popped, and we checked
Okay.
vitals. Applied tourniquets, bandages to his legs and abdomen, saline, and performed CPR.
Checked his injuries, pulse,
Yes.
and then applied CPR while his pulse was being checked and read out.
Yep.
What's the current state of him?
Current state,
Giving me the option to heal injuries. It's all saying there.
So what's one thing that you haven't told him to do, or you haven't given him?
give himself morphine.
There you
Oh,
go,
yeah.
buddy. So you're still probably in pain, bud. You might want one of these. So I'm gonna give you one of these since I'm a medic. So you should have no more white vision.
Thank you, sir.
And if you have any tourniquets, you might need to take them off.
Copy.
I believe I removed the tourniquets before he got up
All right, how we
to
doing?
increase blood flow.
Yeah, it does increase blood flow as far as we know. Everyone gets stocked up, and I want 2 or 3 of you to do a little test. Who's feeling confident?
Uh,
day.
All right, how many have we got? 3 of you?
yeah.
3 of you come with me. 1, 2, 3.
It's slow. He's got broken legs.
Can we have GM heal on whoever's injured?
Interesting.
So let's get 3 people
Here we
over
go.
here. You get to stand at this cone.
Stand
All
at
right,
the green
everybody
cone.
else, I want you to get way back over by the bin over.
Oh,
Follow
shit.
them, boys. Just
I'm just
follow
gonna
them.
get some
What's going to
smokes.
happen to us?
Okay, grab what you need and then
Nothing's
follow
going to happen to you. Something's going to happen to me.
Right.
So, there's a smoke grenade on the ground over
Are
here.
you guys geared up?
I need some bandages and stuff.
Yep, you should,
I'm
you
good.
should definitely
Yeah,
get those.
okay.
If you've got a
I'm
med
good,
box,
everything.
you can take them all out of your med box in the field. Just open it up like you would an arsenal inside your inventory, and then drag stuff where you want it.
Just remember, only section medics are allowed to carry those as well as
Yep.
my squad.
Section medics. This is what it's designed for. All right.
So having it and getting
So-
it.
I'll come over here so you can hear me. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to stand with the smoke grenade on the inside of my left forward foot, because that is slightly between 3 and 4 meters from that wall. I'm going to throw a grenade against that wall, and that is going to kick the absolute shit out of me. You guys, as soon as that grenade gets off, you get to come in and do Doctor's ABC, and this is my team of 3. Is going to come and try and recover me. All right, you ready?
Ready?
Copy.
All right, let's see how we go. Where's my grenades?
Right, I'll be on tourniquets, boys.
Copy our bandage.
You want a bandage?
Okay.
Alright.
Smoke.
On the danger. Yep. No danger. Fuck the smoke.
Who's tourniquet?
Me.
I've got one.
You're checking all the locations for bleed. The method of injury is an explosion. It's a grenade.
he's messed
you've heard
up.
the,
He's
you've
messed
heard
up.
the grenade go off. Your team member's no longer responding.
Right, I'm going to send bandages in. Slim, you're going to start, okay. We'll put in saline once the bandages are applied.
No, after tourniquets, bro.
After tourniquets, alright.
Tourniquets first. Saline.
You've slowed
Right,
the bleeding.
Slim's
at
going in
least.
with the
Oi, Westy, can you check his abdomen for bleeds?
copy. No bleeds in the abdomen.
What about his head? No. Alright.
Bandaging right leg.
Your leg.
Just
Blood
keep
level.
talking to each other.
Blood level is increasing because you've applied saline. I can see it going
Oh
up.
no, Hutto. Whatever
Okay,
has
so just
happened.
get these bleeds bandaged and then we'll start performing CPR.
Bandage complete on this side.
What's going on, boys? What happened? PL
How?
is on scene.
How long has it
We
been?
have a patient here that's been hit by a grenade.
10 to 15
He's
minutes.
currently, the bleeding has stopped and we're about to start CPR. Someone start, okay. There we go.
He's up.
He's up.
Yeah, he actually had a heart rate of 130. I don't know if he wasn't as injured as he thought. It was
It's just,
all
just
bleeding.
we're
go.
great
Okay.
doctors. We're great medics. Yeah.
I am so white.
Would you like a shot of morphine to help you out?
All right, I've just run a heel over myself. Whoops.
Alright, it's still a hemorrhage.
Oh no, it didn't work. That's interesting.
Check it, Bruce. He's still got a hemorrhage. Yep. There we go.
There we go.
And
Second
morphine.
GM. That was a
There you go.
bad one. So, what happens if I stand 30 centimetres closer to that wall?
You'll
Yeah,
be
we got another
dead.
team of 3 or team of 2. We get one from the first group and the other 2 guys.
Oh, I'll go back over here.
I'm not going to tell you if I'm going to stand closer or further away.
I'll try with these. Hold on. I need some bandages and stuff.
You need some more bandages.
Yeah,
Those
I'm
med
grabbing them now.
boxes. Those med boxes have got all bandages in them.
Yep, I'm grabbing them out now.
All right. Say when you're ready.
Ready, boys? Alright, we're ready.
Go for it.
Oh,
I'm doing tourniquets name. You want to check his abdomen?
casualty
Pop smoke,
down,
somebody?
pop and smoke.
What's
Tourniquet?
going on here?
Bloods are already at 65%, 60%,
Okay, someone put saline.
55%, 50%, 45, 40.
Administering saline.
Getting legs.
30.
Guys, communicate.
You remain with a heart rate, by the way.
Really? Yeah, I can see it.
Injuries.
25% blood.
Can you check his
23,
abdomen,
it's
your
slowing
end with
'cause I'm
bandages,
dying.
please?
Yeah, he's going
Zero
down.
heart rate.
Get him tourniquet.
Boys, someone
Get
has to
him.
be bandaging the abdomen. You don't worry about the legs.
Bandaging.
Go, Greg.
I'm
his
getting.
Zero
Runs
heart
and
rate.
stops the animation.
We got it. Got it.
Pulse
Head-
is 0.
Alright, check that it doesn't need
Zero
another
heart
saline.
rate. If he's bandaged, start CPR. Has someone applied saline?
Yeah,
done one.
I applied saline.
Should we check if he needs
Yeah,
another?
blood volume is slowly
Checking
increasing.
injuries. Minor injury,
Performing
moderate bleeding, class
CPR.
3 hemorrhage. Saline applied.
No, don't do CPR until we finish bandaging.
I thought he was already picked. Sorry.
Yeah, we got to check them all.
Checking arms.
Both legs are done.
Alright.
Checking head. Checking
Does not
pulse.
see.
Alright, we can commence CPR.
The pulse rate is 0.
We can
CPR,
commence CPR if we've got tourniquets on.
Starting CPR.
Yeah, you can. Yep, absolutely.
Alright, I'll put an epi in.
Just read out his pulse.
You want to do that? Go, Greg.
I got it. Yep. Pulse
Epi in.
102.
That's good,
Yep,
boy. He's
sounds
coming
good.
back.
Keep checking that pulse, and once it
Keep
hits
checking
over
for
130
saline. I was bleeding for a long time there.
Yeah, I just checked saline.
Blood
job,
pressure
good job.
89 over 59. Heart rate 105.
It's a
More
pretty good
saline
heart
going.
rate. Yeah, you just put another second saline in. Yep. What happens if PHQ comes over shortly? What are you going to tell them what's happened?
We have a grenade injury from enemy
Multiple
grenade, enemy
wounds.
frag grenade, multiple wounds, tourniqueted and bandaged, saline applied.
Administered 2 salines.
Yep.
Put in an epi. And
Performing
started
CPR.
CPR.
So remember,
Heart
missed
rate
mechanism.
100.
Great. Yep, got that. Injury. What injuries are still there? Yep.
Class.
Leg injuries, torso injuries, and
Yep.
yeah, that seemed to
What's
be about it.
what's the heart rate? What are the vital signs? MIST mechanism, injury signs.
Pulse,
What's the signs?
Pulse rate's 110.
But hey, is it spontaneous pulse or is it just from CPR?
It's
Going up slowly.
So
Yeah.
CPR.
maybe
Blood
check.
pressure 151 over 100.
You can stop CPR now and check to see if I've got a pulse. All right, that's an option.
Heart rate 105.
What's it say now?
checking. I've got a heart rate of 0.
Yep. So it hasn't worked yet. Go back to CPR.
Forming CPR.
Yep. Has
Give
anyone
him
thrown
epi.
in epi? Yeah. To
Yeah,
pump the
just
heart
about
rate
to
up?
do epi.
Yep. Only one of you
I've
do
done
it.
one epi. Should you put in 2?
Has
Have
anyone
you
used
done
the
it?
med boxes on the wounds?
What's his pulse at?
You check his post skull grin. I'm just filling with the mid box.
Guys, communicate. Pulse.
Can't hear you, grin.
Pulse 109. Every time I go into the my menu, somehow it turns off my thing because I have the box.
Oh, good. What's his pulse at? Give it another couple minutes.
Sounds like they're having a blast over there.
Says morphine, epinephrine, tourniquet, minor injury improving.
So someone's put morphine in.
Give him a Novo. A Novo. What is it?
Heart rate.
I'm just coming in with the bad jokes.
128
Protect
right
this
now.
guy at all costs.
Someone's,
Love his
someone's
work.
put morphine in. That's going to affect it. Try
What
now.
did it say? Someone
Heart rate
put more
130.
Yep, that's the optimal for recovery is 130.
Alright, put in a. Give him a sodium. Or what do you.
Yeah,
Sodium.
yeah.
Ammonium
I'm on that
carbonate.
one.
Carbonate.
Yeah,
yep.
that's it.
Salts, the white stuff.
Alright.
Magic powder. There we go.
Alright, guys, give him a check
job.
over. Give
Oh,
yourself a
everything
morphine.
is so flashy.
And remove your tourniquets when you're ready.
Yep, morphine going in. I am completely
Could you
injured
do
over my
morphine
entire
before
body
West
other
Huge,
than... Where's that? Other than my abdomen.
Checking injuries. Alright, guys.
I healed everything.
Get the
I
med
could.
you
box
go.
out.
This
Yeah,
is
I
where
healed
you'd want to
everything
get
I
him to
could.
the ambulance, right? Because I am massively wounded.
Alright.
I can't take off my tourniquets. Oh no. Yeah, no, let me take them off. It just shows that there's a tourniquet on even when there's not.
I can remove it for you.
Yep, worth doing. You go, I can't remove my tourniquet, but I'm massively. There you go. What do you reckon? That's a pretty standard injury. Is enemy grenade.
Yep, no, that was good. I don't think I've had to deal
Yeah.
with something that hectic.
Yep, there you go. That's a new one. We haven't tried this one before. I'm glad it works really well.
Yeah. The issue I'm having with my mic and stuff is every time I go in, since I have the med kit in there as an arsenal, every
Yep.
time I enter an arsenal, it turns my mic off, and I keep forgetting.
Yep.
So sometimes
You can
it's,
double tap your mic. If I double tap my mic button now,
Yeah,
I'm
that's
constantly
the
talking.
thing.
Is that what it's
Yeah,
turning
if
off?
I-
Is it?
Yeah, it's turning
Ah,
off
yeah,
my
okay.
toggle, so, and it happens every time I go into like the Bacon editor and everything. So that's kind of if I'm if you're not getting an answer from me, that's actually what's going on.
Yeah,
I'm
cool.
trying
That's
to
cool.
answer, but I keep
So,
forgetting my things.
so that second one looked a bit more hectic than the first one, right?
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
That was like the first one. Let me get my rifle out so I can see where I am. Okay, the first one, my foot was here. Where are we? No, foot was like here, and then the second one, the foot was there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That much difference. Like, so there's obviously a bit of variability, but I did test this the other day, and it's like, yep, just at the cusp rate of
That's not much
3 and
distance.
4 meters around there, the variance is pretty high. So like, if I was here, I'd probably just die outright. I don't know. Do you want to try it?
Wow.
Who wants to try a whole
Me.
pace forwards? You want to do it? Okay, start here with your foot here, and then take one pace forwards, and then throw a grenade. Everyone else run away.
Start here, my foot here, and one pace forward.
You put the inside of your left foot. Hold on. The inside of your left foot is your leg is
I
right
probably
next
need
to
my
it.
gun out, right?
So yep. So just forward a little bit. Sorry, there. Yep, that, and then you take a step forward because that's the cusp of the damage, and then you take one step forward. That's it. Yep.
Right,
That's
throw a
probably
grenade.
enough. All right. Yep. Throw a
Take
grenade.
another step.
I don't know if we'll have anything left of him to recover.
Last area clear.
Yep. Last clear.
Grenade out. Goodbye, cruel world.
What do we got?
I am the dead. Oh. That was crazy. That was absolutely crazy.
There we go.
Hello, can I take more morphine?
Going down 5% per sort of tick, right? Yeah. So when I did this previously, at about this range here, standing sort of here, roundabout, right, you got less than 40 seconds. The
Really,
only reason the
guys,
bleeding slows
my
down is
pants.
because there's less blood in your system.
Yeah, okay, so the first
Get
thing you
rid
would
of the
do
body.
is put
Let's
in
get rid of the
saline and
evidence.
then tourniquets.
I think it's tourniquets then saline, eh?
Well, yeah, I mean, if you've got...
What is it?
Would you put saline and then tourniquets, or tourniquets and then saline?
It depends how many of you there is.
If there's two of you, you'd obviously
Two of
share
you,
the...
if you can get those
Oh.
tourniquets on, it's the fastest way to reduce blood loss, and you really, really want to reduce that blood loss.
So if there's one of you, what would it be? Saline and then tourniquets?
You'd be
Yeah.
tourniquets, you'd wave the tourniquets over the body, you'd go tourniquet, 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 yep, and then you go saline, okay, saline, bandages, okay, where is it? Oh, it's all abdomen and head. Oh shit, how did he get shot? No, only the abdomen and head. But you want to stop the blood loss. It is so fast.
So I think what Noam's trying to ask Andrus is like, let's say you rock up to a body and he might be already at 50%. Would it
Yep.
be beneficial to put the saline on first?
You're not going to know. You've just got to judge it. You've got to go, how long has it been?
So it's
Maybe
just
I
always
just
better
run
to
up with
go
the saline
tourniquet than
first.
saline.
Yeah, maybe you run up with the saline because the saline's really fast. Maybe you do it. It's up to you. That's why we say you need to be able to make decisions when this happens. You need to be able to go, fuck, what happened? He got hit by a grenade. So, you know.
So it's practice. We got to practice.
You got to practice, and you'll get
things,
your
yeah.
own knack, and then you'll come back to us and you go, you know what? I found so much success going saline first, and we'll go, all right, let's try it. Because we're all about experimenting, as you might see with the grenades. Maybe we should go see how the other team is going.
Already gone.
What about we chuck
Just
grenades at
wait.
them and then we go
It should
save them?
happen at any moment.
What? A nuke? Oh no. How many morphine
Oh,
did he
no.
put
There's
in?
someone down.
Alright, check him over. What's going on? Give me a status report.
Checking injuries.
Danger.
He's
Is
had
there
an
danger?
He's had an OD.
That's pretty cool.
He's had an OD.
Response. What's happened? Nothing.
He's OD'd on
America,
morphine.
you alive? Okay.
We need the blue.
Would saline thin it out?
PHQ, this is Mike. Urgent message.
He needs Novocaine or whatever it's called.
Sorry, on 48. PHQ, this is Mike. Urgent message.
Pulse is 50. Put in an epi. Someone put in epi. He's up.
Yeah, we have a OD on site. We are treating
Pull him back. We've got incoming.
the two members out of action. We're also under heavy mortar fire.
Can we move him into the
can I get the name of the
Can't move him.
casualty that's taken the morphine?
Yep, America's taken too much morphine. It seems to be accidental.
Let's go, America.
He's a junkie.
You need to move.
Oh, am I dead? What happened?
Keep moving over here.
Get
undercover,
inside
please,
here.
America.
Come this way.
Oh,
We've
man.
got him undercover now. We've seemed to have taken control of the situation. We'll let you know how his condition improves.
Am I
Hey,
good?
Donnie,
Copy.
you want to watch yourself up there?
You're good, bro. You took too much morphine.
Hi, everybody.
Oh, bro.
America, you got to be careful with that morphine, man. You got to remember how long it's been.
Oh, you guys are on point. You see how fast you guys were working? As soon as I hit the ground, he's like, what happened? Oh, shit! Good job, good job. That was a test and you passed.
So it's
There we go.
what,
Good job.
ammonium carbonate and
Good
epinephrine.
security too.
So that was a response test?
So you're gonna have to use basically the purple one, phenyl.
Yeah,
What's the hell? No, what the hell's it called? No, you know what? Can't pronounce it.
Naxoxylene. Yeah. Something.
No laxative. Yeah.
No laxative?
Not a laxative.
Naloxone. Naloxone.
It seems the
Naloxone. Yeah. Naloxone.
Shoulder your weapon for me.
This one.
Yep, shoulder your weapon for me.
How do I do that again? Hang on, just let me.
Oh, you're good. I'm testing you. Oh,
That's something you'll
That was
never
close.
ever see me do.
you don't need to drop it. Just shoulder it.
I don't. Hang on.
There was two actions. That one was drop,
forget.
and then you want the shoulder.
Yeah, I forget how to do the. Hang on, wait a minute. Just do this.
Follow me, bro. I think we're gonna group back up. Okay.
There we go.
Kaz over here.
I just picked it up in my sling. There we go. Done.
You're beautiful. Thank you, sir.
Was that a response test?
That was a test. Yes.
For response time.
I was supposed to walk and then fall, but I got too close to you guys. It didn't
Copy.
affect as fast as I thought I was.
Yeah. Yes.
Oh no! Whatever has happened?
5.
Checking
blood pressure.
I felt like
Andrews.
my heart rate was a
Different
little low, so I
different
gave
things. If
myself
someone
some boosts.
overdoses,
That's
I'm
good,
hearing
that's
that you're
still- that's
supposed
good,
to
that's
take
good blood pressure,
1
that's
to
good.
1 of naloxone.
Okay.
So Jess Man told me
Yep,
today
so
you
it's
only
okay.
need to
In a
use
drink form,
1
not a
naloxone or whatever it's called.
injected.
Pretty much one just to counteract the most recent one. If someone's taken way too much, you're going to have to suck it and see. You may have to use a couple. They've got a much shorter half-life, a shorter time of activation, a shorter time of running their course.
You need to stop touching the needles, alright?
So yeah,
next.
it is possible that they will go back into OD after the naloxone is worn off. Because the naloxone's about 7.5 minutes and the morphine is 15 minutes.
Okay.
If someone's had like 4 morphines and you give them some naloxone and manage to get them back up, 7 minutes from now they may go down again because they've still got too much morphine in their system. So
Pretty
they
much
may
when you
think they're
first
fine.
come up across them, it's just one, and then just play it by what's going on.
Yeah, play it by ear. But if you should be able to read their chest injury, and you should say, you know, like how many morphine, and it'll give you an idea if it's possible to recover them.
Like, I mean, well, it is actually
Yeah,
important
yeah,
that we
copy.
do
Alright, sweet.
learn how to, like,
So if they what if they've taken 4 like America just did?
like other things.
One
only need to use one.
naloxone will be enough.
How many did we put on him?
I don't
There was
know.
there was
There were
about
4
4.
morphines.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, we can probably check on America if he was unconscious. Did you guys do the grenades at all?
Yeah. We did do the
Blue team?
grenades.
Blue team did the grenades, yeah.
Blue team did the grenades, yeah.
Right. How did you
Did it a
find it
couple
with the
times.
How did you find the distance? What sort of injuries did you get?
Okay, so like I tried to throw, well, what's called, usually we sort of like throw it around like this mark, right? And then people would walk up to the white line to, you know, make sure that they didn't die from it.
Yeah. So
usually
here,
it would,
here is the 3 to 4 meter mark. All right, that's crossing between 3 and 4 with the rifle. If everyone wants to stand back and not on top of the thing, let's have a go. That 3 meter mark.
we did try a little couple tests, but like we found that it did sort of, you know.
What science?
Ready? Run. Bad frag. All right, check to see how many wounds I've got, because that's closer. One step closer than that, as we found with Westy, bled out very, very quickly. So I am at 90% blood. That's not too bad. Half a step closer, and it'll be going 5% per 2 seconds.
400k left side.
Heavy bleed,
Bandaging.
1 hemorrhage.
84%. Looks like you guys are controlling the bleeding very quickly. That's really good. So you can try this again with a small, tiny amount forwards and see what happens. Because around this distance is very, very dangerous.
Bandage going on the right arm.
Bandage. Left leg.
Who's radioed PHQ?
Oh, sure. I don't think anyone is ready for PHQ.
Yep, someone radio PHQ. PHQ, there'll be a radio call coming in.
Okay. PHQ, Mike advised medic down, administering first aid, multiple shrapnel wounds. He's looking stable now.
Heart rate is 0. Someone want to put a epi in? I'll perform CPR.
Checking injuries.
Heart rate is 0. Okay.
Class 1 hemorrhage. Saline bag has been applied. Minor injury.
I'm in the best of care. I've got half a dozen medics around me.
Yeah. We're all just staring at you.
I like this. Yep.
Someone's
checking that pulse.
To heal my wounds. I like that. That's really good.
Someone got a pulse.
Pulse is 103. Checking
103.
again.
It's now at
143. Putting in salts.
Did you check what hemorrhage course he's at?
Healing serious chest.
He's up.
Okay, well that's
There
good.
he goes.
If he has a class 1, like if he has a class 1 hemorrhage, just get yourself anything above.
Minor injury improving. Might want to administer yourself soon and take off any tourniquets.
Go to nearest ambulance, mate. We'll sort you out.
That's all right. We can stand next to an ambo and do that, which is always good. Oh yeah, there's an ambo here. Let's go stand next to that.
That's good. Like what's called, like the other day when I did
Damn, that felt good.
what's called the other day when I did get a little I would say like when I had some bad
Naomi, if you're talking, I can't hear you.
Can you hear me now?
Yep.
I said so much blood.
I know, right? But yeah. For a grenade, that's not bad.
Dude, you bloody died instantly.
I did. Yeah, I was just inside that zone.
That explosion at that distance has damaged every location on my body. That is head, chest, abdomen, both arms, both legs. So that distance, that 3 to 4 meters away from a grenade, is the hardest one you'll probably get, other than being slightly closer, which we did with Westy, and we couldn't even assess him quickly enough before he died of blood loss.
By the time we got
Oh,
there, he
actually,
was
give me 1
dead.
second. I need to check
Yeah,
one thing.
we got there, he was alive, we're going, where we put the tourniquets, and then Westy.
Oh, shit. Multiple casualties, multiple casualties. I need to bandage myself.
Closer than 3 to 5 meters.
Oh dear.
What happens when you're close to 3 to
I'm
5
up.
meters?
Doing first aid right now near the ambulance. Just had grenades coming.
Andrus is down. Andrus is down. He's up.
Damn it,
Right.
Nick's piling up.
That's not Nick's.
How am I the only one who dies? How am I the only one who dies?
One KIA.
Nix, you did it again.
I didn't do that!
You killed me again with grenades.
I didn't fucking pull the pin on that grenade. That wasn't me.
Medic, I need new legs.
Okay, so that right there was a teaching moment. What happens in a mass cas when you're closer than 3 to 5
I've got
meters?
tourniquets on.
Yeah.
Why was everybody so close and clumped up?
I don't have tourniquets
Yeah, yeah.
on.
One thing I will say is that at 5 meters, right?
Oh, sorry, that was a testing moment. I apologize. But
One
it was
thing
a
I will say.
testing. Always have to stay spaced.
Yeah, one thing
How did I get a tourniquet on?
Press, pull it out and just use it. I think it's R.
No, but I mean, how did I get one on my leg? That's the question.
Someone put it on you because it's really fast to do it. So like they just like saw your limb there and just
Oh,
with
copy.
it instantly.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's no longer. Oh, there it is. Remove tourniquet.
Someone stuck a tourniquet in my arm here, so appreciate that.
It says I can't move it. That's all right. I've got broken legs, so.
Okay.
Wow.
Go Renders, go
Rent.
Renders, drop me off morphine. How are we going?
Grant, can you fix my legs, Grant?
I should be good.
Oh, man down.
What the fuck?
Naomi's down. What happened? Check injuries.
Mass cas.
Okay.
Times three. Please, Mike Medical, please
Tourniquet.
attend the situation room here.
Oh, Mr. Fishy.
Bandage going in.
Alrighty, let's see here.
Who's got cover?
Who's got saline?
I got saline.
Alright, I shall have full
I'm bandaging leg.
Do you want me to put saline?
Check the ambulance.
Yes, do that.
Saline coming.
Check the abdomen for bandage.
Just keep doing the bandages.
Here's my cover.
Yeah, I'll put him on his back now.
Bandaging the leg once more.
Like heavy bleeds and stuff like that, is that you focus on the one leg. Like possible, you sort of like look at the one leg first, and then you keep bandaging that until it says that you can't bandage anymore.
Bandaging again.
Move on to the next area. That's what I suggest, because if you're like looking around frantically, then you forget the fact that there could possibly be more bleeds on that exact same point. So at that point, I've now bandaged up this one leg. That's all good. Now I move on to the abdomen. Does that make sense?
Okay. Checking pulse.
3 people each one, so don't want to crowd them up too much.
We have a heart rate of 0. Someone start CPR.
Alright, checking his pulse right now. Pulse is at 0, so I'll do. Wait, no, don't do that. That's just a me thing. But I prefer to like wait until like he needs to see.
Who's got CPR on him? Come on, guys.
You check.
That's it.
Check your pulse. Like, well, it depends on person to person, right? If you
Check.
push epi straight away.
Checking pulse.
But like it depends.
We've got a 101.
Man down.
Check for saline.
Yeah, of course. In that case, like that's all.
111. Keep going.
Hey, Grim, you wanted something to do, mate? And you have the time.
Grim, turn
and you have
around.
someone doing
If it's good
dedicated
there.
CPR, then that's when like sort of
106. Saline.
Now you've got something to do.
Saline going in.
Heavy bleed, past 1 hemorrhage.
Wait, what is this image class?
Doing tourniquets on legs.
How are we doing?
Pulse.
What's the
Check the pulse.
I'm gonna work on the legs, you've got the
105.
Should we do a epi?
Very nice, good.
Yeah,
Wait a second. Let me see where it's going with this.
getting pushed off the lift, didn't they? Scoped up.
109. We're climbing.
There's a man down. Ooh, I'm gonna go stand on top of him. Look at him. Ooh,
Thank you, Mike.
look at that guy.
Checking pulse.
Gonna start doing a handover, guys. Do it.
139. Stop CPR. So it's going in.
Taking a fall.
I'm just gonna stand here and look at him.
Just had a couple
You know,
saline.
it doesn't matter.
Get out of the way, medic.
Class 1 hemorrhage.
Alright, okay, cool. No, that's a good, that's pretty good. That's good. Just as long as you know.
I didn't swear,
that happens.
right? He should be up. Let's check his injuries. Tourniquet, saline, improving. Let's check a pulse.
Pulse 152.
He should be up in a second. Don't.
Wait, what? What are you giving him? Wait, no,
Do not give him anything.
Wait.
Yeah.
No, wait.
Just wait. He's going to get up in a second.
Holy shit, no. We have to give him Meadow. Alright, there we go. Give me a Meadow. Sorry, his pulse was at 152, right? Without CPR being applied. He has
He had CPR.
No, like what's it called? His,
okay, without being administered at the time.
Yes. So we have to give him Meadow because that lowers the blood pressure and lowers the pulse. So that is now at a good point. Give him the salts.
Yeah, if they're up there.
So 130 is optimal. You've got to lower it if it's too high.
There we go. Yes, good.
Copy.
So what's it called? At 152, that gave me a bit of an alarm bell, like ding ding ding, because that would most likely mean that his blood pressure is really, really high.
Yep.
So you have a look at that. If it reaches a certain range, which you can see in the training document, if it's above a certain point, that is, cause for alarm. You want to at least have it within a range that is close to, the ideals.
Right.
So that's 130 for heart rate. I forget what it is for blood pressure. Give me 1 second.
Can I take a more seat?
Okay, blood is good.
Have you had
standing around in the same spot.
No, he hasn't had one.
Go for it.
I was doing something before, yeah.
Just not too much.
White sheet on my screen.
Anyway, I'll bring up the exact
How we going,
numbers.
medics? Do we need a hand? Not today, sunshine. I'm watching you. I murked his ass. We got someone down.
Salt going in.
We need to get rid of this mound, guys.
Whoever has weapons needs to make full security.
I can hold security. That's no problem. Because I see someone. Get out of here! I'm shooting us!
Okay. Starting again.
I was doing stuff before, but yeah, don't even be
Next! I will kill you two. Get back here!
Checking again.
Dead check.
Salt number 3 going in.
Who's down?
The guy that was over there.
Yeah, I killed him. And I killed one up there too.
He wasn't dumb. That guy over there.
I don't have legs to get up there. I've been asking for a leg
I
heal.
told you right now that neither one of them are dead.
Look at my legs, thank you.
Except for the one that Nick's just killed.
Worry about my tourniquets, worry about this guy's not dead. Yeah, what now?
Change my channel. Everybody
Never
gather
go
up,
anywhere
under the
without
tent.
your
We're going
gun.
to actually talk about what we've just been through and also why we carry what we carry.
Nice job, everybody. Nice job,
I
everybody.
saved everyone.
That last one was just to test this is what you would do. I didn't actually mean
save yourself
or
first,
intend to
mate.
shoot at any of you.
What?
Yes, you did.
Nothing.
Yes, you did.
I did not save myself, I killed the people.
Did anybody get shot by the Russian?
What am I talking about? The two people that were shooting at
Class
you.
1 hemorrhage and you're bleeding right now, Grin.
I was using myself as a human shield
I'll
Oh,
heal you.
from the back of the pack.
Alrighty, everybody. Okay, so yes, a good reminder of danger. Hey, I'm in the middle of training. Sorry, just reducing a bit of local noise. So that's a good reminder of danger. Pay attention even during the training because you might have America sneak up on you. And to call in the mass CASs.
Test. Got to test.
Yep, got a test. So we're going to talk about stable vital ranges and then what we carry, why we carry what we carry. So Stable ranges is pretty much anything above 220 beats per minute on heart rate is cardiac arrest. So if you put too much epi in, and this happens where multiple people go, oh yeah, first thing I do is apply epi. If you're not coordinating that, or someone else has done it, and you give them too many, they'll go into cardiac arrest regardless, even if you're trying to recover them, or if they weren't actually, hadn't actually lost heart rate, and someone starts shoving epi in, because that's the first thing they always do, you give them a cardiac arrest, make it harder for you. So above 220 beats per minute is unstable, and you go into cardiac arrest. Above 284 large number on blood pressure is cardiac arrest as well. The stable range for ARMA is very, very large. It's between 220 beats per minute for heart rate down to 40. Generally, once you're doing CPR, you're doing it at 100 beats per minute. And then the indicator of how well the patient is doing is the heart rate you're measuring. If it's above 100, once it gets to 130, pretty much that's a great sign that although injured and their heart rate is higher than a normal person's heart rate at rest, that 130 is that key number. If you've given them too much, or some epi, it'll quickly transition through that 130 beats a minute to 150, as we saw, at least we saw that a couple of times. And you want to try and catch them in that intermediate phase, like it's around 130, let's go, throw the salts on them. If it gets too high, you'll have a lot of trouble recovering them. Okay, so unstable, obviously, is then below 40 beats per minute. I did have a friend whose resting heart rate was 40 beats a minute. He was a bit of an anomaly. You don't see that very often. But the bad, unstable blood pressure is below 69 for the large number. It's not great. Critical and cardiac arrest for beats per minute are 30 and 20. If you start seeing heart rates at 20 and 30, something is seriously wrong. You've probably missed a bleed or something serious. And the blood pressure, the large number is below 51. Stable is any hemorrhage class, so that's effectively hemorrhage is blood loss. So any hemorrhage class less than 2, so a 1 or 0, is stable. Anything above that, you can't recover them. They're unstable, as the game determines it. You can't recover them. I believe there is still a chance to wake people up with salts because of the way of the oddities, but it's pretty low. All right, so that's the stable vital range. That's what we're looking for. That's why we're testing that blood pressure. That's why we're testing that heart rate. We're looking for that sort of above 100. Is the heart rate dropping? Watching the heart rate in GM, it actually fluctuates. You might go from 101 to 112 when it's sort of CPR is being done. It is deliberately variable, so when you're measuring that heart rate, you may think it's going up, but you've got to get a number of measurements over time. If it's nice and steady increase, you're going, yeah, but they're definitely going to be okay, because you can't see what we see in GM mode, and you can't see that the blood level is improving or it's going down. All right, so that leads us on to why we carry a shit ton of meds and other things. Medical equipment and what we carry. So we suggest pretty much everyone has these things as a soldier, just everyone in the platoon, and puts them on their quick bar, because it means you can respond to emergencies. So every soldier, 4 bandages, 4 tourniquets. As you've seen with the tourniquets, if you've got 4 of these things, you've only got 4 limbs on someone, you can treat someone to the point of their limbs aren't bleeding, I've dealt with the chest and the abdomen injury, and they're not going to bleed out. So that's the basis. It's just like that's enough to just barely get by for one patient. You pretty much want to go to your section med as a soldier after that and go, hey, I've got no bandages left. Hey, I've got no tourniquets left. Carry 4 morphine. Carry 4 salts, 4 ammonium carbonates, and if you can, 2 saline. Because just think about that. If you've got 4 bandages, 4 tourniquets, and a couple of saline, you can pretty much take care of most things as a soldier. It's about 1 kilo of weight. So 2 saline, 1.5 kilos. 1.5 kilos. Maybe 2. I'm adding it up in my head. No, it's 2 kilos. So it's 2 kilos of weight. But that can treat pretty much everything you're going to run into as a soldier. For the section medics, still 4 tourniquets, because people don't have more than 4 limbs, and tourniquets are free in the med boxes. So, if you've had to deal with a really bad injury and you haven't recovered all of your tourniquets because you recover them when you take them off someone, you just grab another one. You know, it's like they're free. 10 bandages as a section medic. As you would have seen, we went through a lot of bandages during those exercises. The grenade one was a really good one because we get lots of bleeds that you've got to patch over with those bandages over the top. So 4 and 10. 3 saline, 4 epinephrine, aka adrenaline, 4 morphine, 4 naloxone, because people are stupid with morphine all the time, and you've got a lot of squaddies out there who are not necessarily tracking it perfectly. You can't do that in the middle of a firefight all the time. You just want the white to go away. 4 ammonium carbonate, and then the med box. So the med box lets you change that, get extras. What we run in Mike Medics is slightly different. I tend to run slightly more than some of these myself. So it's like I've said to some of you, you know, we are trying to train everyone in Mike as if they're a squad leader, because they have to take control of the medical situation and tell people what to do in a sensible way that's respectful, and it's, you know, going to be received really well. So we want you to think, and so I don't carry exactly what we've got here. I carry more of some of the stuff. So we say 4 epinephrine because that's going to increase the heart rate. 4 saline, 4 ammonium carbonate, 4 tourniquets. So 4 of those. 2 of the other drugs, you don't really need them that often. 12 bandages. 12 bandages, just 2 more. Like we're just saying, you're always going to need more, especially when you deal with a mass cas and you're running around throwing bandages like they're candy. I still carry 4 saline, but I carry 6 of the epinephrine, of the ammonium carbonate, and of the morphine, mainly because it's just enough to get you by for a couple of casualties instead of just 1. So there's sort of a break point there of where you've got just enough to deal with 2 casualties and not a lot more before you resupply. And now we've got an ambulance with us to resupply from as well, and we've got the med boxes. If we don't have any resupply, we're carrying twice this. So pretty much all the things I was told you, if we don't have any chance to resupply and supplies are turned on in that particular mission, pretty much we want to have that pack filled full of supplies. Alrighty, so let's tell you what we told you previously. The bandages stop blood loss, so every soldier's going to have it. Tourniquet reduces blood loss from a limb, so it stops the blood loss temporarily until it's taken off. Don't accidentally take them off. We've done that during an op when we were panicked. But it only stops it temporarily until you can patch over with a bandage. So everyone needs to carry it. Morphine, self-administered by soldiers. Don't go giving it to other people because it's way too easy to lose track as it is. Section medics will give it to themselves and others, and same with Mike call signs, self and others. So a lot of people go, oh, I've run out, or I didn't bring enough. That's acceptable. You know, we're going to help out with that, but we really want to make sure people are tracking it so they don't actually make themselves a casualty in the course of things. And in the ACE prototype which we use, it does decrease heart rate and blood pressure, and overdose, as America showed us, leads to unconsciousness. We only give it to awake patients. We don't give it to unconscious patients because it makes them harder to recover. Then we go on to, it's a restricted substance, that make the note of, like, lasts for 15 minutes, takes effect over 2 minutes, and it's a restricted substance. So saline, section medic and call sign medic will definitely have these. If you've always got your section medic, it's better that they're applying it, so you've got it on you for when you go down next, but you can apply it to others. Especially, you know, if your section medic's a while away and you want to get a head start, that's what we're encouraging you as medics to do. Take the initiative, make sure you've got stuff with you if you can afford to carry it and you're not the machine gunner and you're already loaded up to your ears. Yes, definitely take the initiative, put it on in a sensible way, don't go misusing drugs because it just makes it harder for everyone. Then obviously epinephrine, as you've seen, applying it as a medic really fast forwards that recovery process. And then the last thing on their list before we get to the advanced drugs is the med kit. As you've seen, it can partially heal wounds in the field. It can fully heal wounds in a med tent. So the med tent is the same as the ambulance. It's got a little aura that works, lets you fully heal those wounds up. That's why people put them on bases. It's pretty good in emergency if you don't have an ambulance there and you don't want to get shot at, because ambulances are great targets for the enemy. So the old Red Cross. and it acts as an arsenal for medical kit. So it's really good. Even where you've got an op where you've got supplies turned on, I'd encourage you to put some supplies in the back of your Jeep or your Humvee. We fill the ambulances up every time because it means you can get more kit out. You can resupply in the field. You know, and you're really going to need that depending on how long the op goes for. All right, so ammonium carbonate obviously wakes people up in the advanced side of the medical things. Naloxone, the purple stuff, is basically Narcan. Treats morphine overdose. It's a morphine antagonist, i.e. it stops it working properly, but it only lasts for 7 minutes. So if someone's had 4 morphine and they're definitely super overdosed there, and you've given them a naloxone, and you manage to wake them up, after 7 minutes the naloxone wears off. If there's still enough morphine in their system to knock them out, they'll get knocked out. So if they've had more than 3, you've sort of got to really keep an eye on them. So if they've had 4 or 5 and they've gone down and you've managed to treat them, also recovering them, you may need more than one of the naloxone. It may not work well enough. Haven't really done a lot of testing on that one, so maybe don't. We can test on the test server, training server. That's what we're here for, but maybe don't do it on the op server. Metoprolol decreases heart rate and blood pressure. If you've given them someone's given them too much epi, you're going to be using this. It takes effect in about 23 seconds, so it's pretty quick. That's full effect in 23 seconds, and it only lasts about a minute. So if you've given them way too much epi, whack some of this stuff on them, bring their heart rate down as close as you can to 130, and revive them with the salts. And then phenylephrine, the green stuff, it increases blood pressure and slows down bleeding. It doesn't really have downsides other than it slows down blood transfusion or saline transfusion. So it slows down how you get blood back into the system. If your blood loss, as in your hemorrhage, isn't below 2, if it isn't a 1 or a 0, you can't recover the patient easily. So obviously you use this when it's an emergency. They've got really terrifically bad bleeds. You use this one with caution because it can make things worse, and they might be unconscious forever because they're still recovering blood. So that's why we carry what we carry, as you've used it in practice. So you see you're going back to the arsenal to get more stuff. Yep, because we're deliberately having you deal with multiple casualties here, and that's the point. If you have ideas for other injuries that we could replicate, definitely catch a hold of us, because we wanted to do more examples of this. The grenade was a new one this time around. Seems to be pretty effective, and it's really easy to get yourself killed. So I'm literally sitting there with a rangefinder going between 3 and 4 metres, about there, put a grenade at my foot, and then stand next to it, throw the other grenade, and then go, yep, that worked. And as we saw, one of them was really easy to recover. I still had a heart rate, Michael said, I still had a heart rate, and you were patching me up and I stood up, basically fine. Tiny step forward. I had wounds on every portion of my body. Westy had another half a step forward from that. Dead within, 10 seconds, Westy?
Easily
10 seconds, right? And you can watch it in GM mode, which we do, and the right on the canister, between 3 and 4, not too bad. Slightly ahead of that, I'm watching it go down 5%, and 2 down 5%, and 3 down 5%, and I'm like, ooh, this is going to be interesting. And obviously the further one before was probably losing 15% per tick, or maybe 10% per tick, and you get to 0 and you're dead. No blood left in system. So that's why we carry what we carry. You've got to be able to really treat lots of things. Give us more examples. America and I were experimenting with vehicles the other day. Couldn't get armour physics to work properly for vehicle collisions, and everything from instant explosive death to hit at 100 miles an hour, went skyward 30 metres, landed on the ground, nothing happened. So we're like, okay, maybe we try and run into a building instead of a berm or something different. We'll find something replicable. Explosions are pretty good so far. If we want to talk to Echo, maybe they can work out what the distance to be from a landmine explosion is, and we could put down a landmine and have 2 or 3 people stand there and have it go off, and then do a mass cas with that. That'll challenge you. Yeah, what's the distance? Yeah, I don't know.
50.
Is it how 50?
The blast range is 50. Yeah.
Holy shit! I don't want to be anywhere near those things. All right, yeah. So maybe if we do some tests with landmines one day, everyone can come on and have a ball or a boom. Yeah. So that's what we do. We're trying to recover people, trying to get people back into the fray. I'd say it's not necessarily your success as a medic if you survive the evening unscathed. It's if in certain very difficult ops, Sly, running his super hard ops, if we can get a couple of the platoon members to survive through the end without dying because we've recovered them 4 times, that's success for us. We've made it possible for someone to get through the whole evening without dying. Especially when it's 4 people total survive an op unscathed or at least not dead. That's success for us because we're there to try and get people back up, and we can measure that success by going, did everyone have fun? And people go, oh, that was awesome. You flew in from the heavens in it like a Valkyrie in your helicopter or in your ambulance, and you got us back up. And yep, op success. We did the right thing. That's what we're looking for. We want people to enjoy it. We don't want it to be Unconsciousness Simulator 2025. That's what we're all about. All right, so thanks to Michael for the initial medical procedures that he created. Thank you, Michael. Point at Michael. Yes, there we go. I can't press the right button. I might accidentally throw a grenade. There we go. Bad. Don't throw grenades at Michael. Thanks to Michael. Thanks to Hutto and previous members for working on these procedures, and Darafayan for writing the document update, for Mike Medical for always helping me to do everything, PHQ and Hutto for making things make sense in the middle of chaos. That's what we're all about. So that concludes what we're talking about for tonight. Just to give you how we operate as a medic inside a section or as the Mike call sign, you need to practice it and apply it, which is, I'm pretty sure you're going to get the chance to do that in the ops that we run. And maybe it means if you didn't know what to do before, now you know to hold that tourniquet in your hand and go, tourniquet, 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 all right, bandages, all right, he's stable enough, let's throw some saline on him, call Mike in, move on to the next guy. And, people will think you're a miracle worker because there were 3 people down and they're all stable, So, yeah, if you've got any corrections or improvements or things you can add to it, definitely hit us on the Discord or the instructors. There's a pretty practical skills in the game where, pretty sure you're going to find good use for them as time goes on. Thank you all for attending.
Thanks, boys.
Thank you.
Thanks, everyone.
I'll just add one
Thanks, guys, for the night.
Yeah, Cruz has got something.
Thanks, this is fun.
Okay, I'll just add one more thing. If you're treating a patient and you run out of medical, look in the patient's own pack.
Oh, yes.
You can
Yeah, that's what I did
their
before.
supplies out of that pack.
Yep,
or
100%.
you ask your squad mates around you, have you got this, have you got that? Can I have it, please?
Yep.
So that you can actually do it. But always check their own supply, because that can actually save you a hell of a lot.
Yeah, definitely. So in the days of bug bleeds, we would be stripping everyone and sundry. We would checking the person, going, oh, they've got 4 saline, freaking awesome. We've got a chance of saving them now because we've used all of ours. We would go through a whole section's worth of saline. So yeah, always check the patient as well. It's totally worthwhile doing. Yeah.
Can I add one other thing as well?
Of course.
Is that in a situation where you're giving medical and there is certain people who you're telling them to go hold security and then they they come back, look over top. Do not be afraid to say I've told you to hold security, go over there, because sometimes if they're over top or if they're they just come back on their own volition, it does compromise your position and your safety as well as your patients. So do not be afraid to say, I told you to go over there, so please stay over there, right? I don't know why.
Good tips, guys.
Yeah, yep. You're the medic in charge. Make sure you've got the protection you need to get the job done and not just make it way, way worse. All right, cool. Thank you, everybody.
Thanks.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks for coming.
You guys did very well. I'm very
We've got everybody's
impressed.
name ticked off.
There you go, guys.
Thank you, man. I was like trying
How
to write
good was
in a
that?
book here.
Oh yeah, Andrews, actually. I was looking at, what's called
Hey, wait,
stuff.
Trout's on here.
Everybody feel free to enjoy the training server, do whatever you guys like. You guys can leave, take off, whatever you guys like. If you guys have any questions, be around for a little bit to answer if you guys need. Please.
AAO. Thank you, Michael. AAO.
Excuse me 1 minute, I'll be right back.
You look amazing, Donnie. You look amazing.
It's all come together.
Advanced medical training. Fantastic. We're going to end it right here in the classroom.
Is there any trick to having
Fantastic looking classroom, by the way.
I've got a pistol in my holster.
And
I'm actually carrying.
maybe we'll stay out of the conversation. We'll go over here. So if you enjoyed today's, oh, this is cool. Today's lesson on advanced medical training. Search us up. Get yourself in here. Join me and so many others who enjoy the way Australian Armour operations do things and the amazing community that everyone has participated in creating. Big thanks to Michael, the server big guy, PHQ. These guys really work tirelessly to put out amazing modules and just absolute in-depth information and training. Also today for Mike, which was I believe Andrus, Cruiser, and Nexivia. Great job, guys, on the training. I really appreciate it. And of course, you know, all the students here. There wouldn't be a training course if there weren't people willing to learn and interested in learning. So yeah, definitely. If you're on Armour, look up AAO. Get yourself in here. Become a reservist and start learning all the things so we could do the things. Right? Anyway, that's it for me tonight on the streaming. I really, really appreciate you being here. Make sure you leave like as we wrap up for me, because it helps people find it really helps people find AAO and my stream and things that they're interested in. Let's have a look at the poll. We've got, do you want... Is it going to pop up? Did it? What happened to the... The poll just disappeared. The poll was, do you want to be a combat medic? And the answers were 50-50. 50% of you said no, and 50% said yes. So hopefully for that 50% that said yes, they have a better insight on how to use the ACE Combat medical system. And for those who do not or are not interested in becoming a combat medic, hopefully that they can use this ACE medical system through watching this and learning from it, even out in the field on their mates in servers and places where they have ACE medical. As usual, love your work, guys, and yeah, I guess I'm out of here. I'm going back to jump on a skate, and I think we'll be back at Armour tomorrow. So let's drop one of these before we go. And love yous.
Thanks for being here with me. Every laugh of every memory. Best community I know. Felt the love, watched it grow. All the fun we shared tonight made everything feel right. Appreciate you staying true. This is me saying thank you. See you soon, see you soon. Not goodbye, just see you soon. Till we meet again, my friend. This is never really the end. See you soon, see you soon. Same time, same place, real soon. Best community, that's you. See you soon. I'll miss you too. Thanks for joining, thanks for staying.